Okay, here's some advice for the type of hardware you should be buying in order to create great looking and sounding videos on YouTube. I'll go through the recommended setup first, which costs a bit more but is definitely the highest quality, and then a budget setup for when you're in a pinch or looking for something a bit simpler. Okay, first for the recommended setup would be an actual Sony camera, a digital camera like this. You don't have to go for a DSLR camera. That's a little bit overkill, and even this might be a bit overkill. But this is really a great camera for your money that will provide you with just crazy quality camera output for content creators specifically. So this one, the Sony ZV-1, was built for content creators in mind. And if I forget to link this, which I will try to do, you can just search Sony ZV-1 on Amazon and have a digital camera like this for recording your videos. Next would be our microphone. So I prefer something that might like mount onto the camera right here and then plug directly into the camera. So something like that would be the Rode VideoMic Pro. I know some people that use this. And this would mount right on the camera. See if they have kind of like that. And then plug into the camera and up the audio quality. Don't get me wrong, the audio quality on the Sony ZV-1 by itself is already pretty good, but adding just an external mic onto it makes it a whole lot better. Alright, so alternatively, you can also go with a lavalier microphone or something that clips on your shirt. So you could search for wireless lavalier microphone. These are the most convenient because they can wirelessly transmit a signal. And be careful when if you opt for a lavalier microphone. There are a lot of fly-by-night tech companies on Amazon, but something like Movo is good. Rode, I don't see it on here listed on here currently, but Rode wireless mics have been pretty consistent. Something like this Movo, where it's just simple setup with the mic that actually clips on, the wireless transmitter, and then the receiver that can then plug into something to record your audio. If you're using a lavalier mic, you usually need like an adapter if you're trying to plug it into your iPhone, or you can plug it into your computer as well. Alright, so next would be the tripod for the camera. I believe the Sony ZV-1 comes with a very, very small stand on its own, and you can just like prop it up maybe on some books and a desk in front of you. Or depending on what you're looking for, you can also get a small tripod to go on your desk, or if you want to set like the camera up in a room in front of you, you could opt for a larger tripod. So just search for a tripod on Amazon and see what works for you. Next would be a ring light. You'll want to get a ring light. Usually, most people don't have adequate lighting by themselves in a room, and they'll need to get some external light to brighten up their video. So it's best to get like a bigger ring light that will have, more light, will be more flexible. So something like an 18-inch ring light like this. This one's a little bit pricey, but it's pretty big and provides a pretty strong lighting from your videos. And then you can put this like beside you, in front of you, position it however gives the best lighting for your videos. And then some of them actually have different colors, so different like shades like this, where you can adjust the tone according to what looks best or what kind of tone you're going for in your video. So also keep that in mind when you're searching around for ring lights. Alright, so I'll also touch on the budget setup. So I'm going to look for a Logitech webcam. This isn't ideal, but it can work. This is certainly not bad video quality. It's something like the Logitech C920 webcams. It's mostly meant for video calling, but it can be used for YouTube if you're in a pinch. You can even use your phone camera itself. A lot of the newer phones, like newer iPhones, have really good camera quality. Obviously not nearly as good as an actual digital camera would, but still adequate. If you really cannot get anything else, then a phone camera will work perfectly fine. And also, if you're using your phone, then you can look for something like a phone tripod and ring light combo. So like this, where the phone would, this is a phone tripod. It would hold your phone in place in front of you, and it would also have a ring light to light up your video. So this is pretty handy when you're recording videos with your phone. And then you can also use a lavalier mic on a budget. So you could just search for a lavalier mic. In the recommended setup, I showed a a wireless, one of these wireless if you wanted to, because it's more convenient. But you could also just get something wired that's a bit cheaper, like this power device. I know there's some actual big YouTubers who use this power device mic, and it's wired, but you can just clip it on and plug it into something in front of you, like your phone, that will record the audio. Or you could just use the phone mic itself. The phone mic's not ideal, but not awful. Okay, so lastly, I want to touch on some softwares to prepare you for YouTube content creation. First would be TubeBuddy. So this does a lot. There's no, like, I can't say in one sentence something that absolutely wraps up everything that TubeBuddy does. It does a lot. And you can go down here and see all the features from productivity, bulk processing, video SEO. We're going to be doing a lot of video SEO in this tutorial series. So TubeBuddy is useful for that. And you can just go through all the different categories and look at all the features for YouTube power users, really. The next would be Keywords Everywhere. And this would be for your initial keyword research. So you can gauge the search volume of different keywords. Ideally, you want to be looking for keywords that align with your YouTube video titles that have a high search volume but low competition on them. So this is basically a keyword research tool that will allow you to adequately title your videos, make descriptions, tags, everything like that. So for now, I'll show you like how to use these in later videos. But for now, if you wanted to go ahead and just install them, they both have free versions. You may want to upgrade to one of the paid plans of TubeBuddy or of Keywords Everywhere. But we'll get into that in a later video. For now, just check it out, maybe install it, play around with it. And yeah, so this is some hardware and software, basically the equipment you need to get started with YouTube. So see you in the next video.